on YouTube's Russell, Amber Russell. Subscribe to the show at the top. Thumbs up the video, leave a comment about how much previous videos basically we got for you guys in the future. So, the American Music Awards were on last night. Before I get to that, let me talk about a couple of topics I forgot in the last video. Ice Cube tweeted that he wants to make a Friday number 4. First off, Friday number 3 was horrible. It was probably one of the worst of all 3 movies. The first one was a classic. To me, it should have never been remade. It's such a timely piece. It was a comedy with a drama feel to it. And the second one was too much of a comedy, and the third one was just over the top, ridiculous, just for laughs and just for, to make a profit. But to me, they want Chris Tucker to be in the movie again to revive his Smokey character. I just feel as though that movie is not a movie that could be remade. It's just like trying to remake Boys in the Hood. It's trying to remake any movie just like that in that similar genre of the hood and the mentality and just that whole lifestyle. It just seems so hard and so weird to see for it to get remade, though it has gotten remade 2 other times to try and do a 3rd remake or a sequel to it. It's just weird, especially with Chris Tucker. They want him to play the same character. I can't see Chris Tucker playing the same character and his state of mind, how cold he is, and plays Smokey. I think he's outgrown that role. But Chris Tucker is is bankrupt, so he needs to make some money, so he has to do it somehow. Katy Perry's taking a break, they say, for 1 year. It's good to see her relax. Maybe she could get back to her old Katy Perry self instead of being a hybrid of the Katy Perry Lady Gaga mix. And she wants to start a family, so that's good for her. A lot of people are saying, it's a suicide. I don't think it's suicidal. I think it's a good look because she's going to be able to revamp herself and refresh her vocals. Maybe she could go to a vocal coach, because to me sometimes her voice or her falsettos are kind of, not that great. She seems like it's hard for her to hit certain notes. Michael Jackson and the Conrad Murphy trial, he was found guilty. I know I'm late with that, but I'm glad to see that he was found guilty, but people are putting the blame on Michael. I can't see why people are doing that. He is a doctor. A doctor is not supposed to handle treatments that they don't know. They're not supposed to give overdoses of stuff to people, especially something like, I forget what he gave him, like cordial or whatever. I can't think of a scientific term, but the anesthesia stuff, you're not supposed to give it to the people, so the patients. So I don't understand how people are putting the blame on Michael. Yes, he did ask for it, but as a doctor, you're not supposed to give that stuff to your patient, regardless how much money they're giving you to do it. But it's just a case of anyone would have gotten arrested for it. He just happened to be the short straw out of the hand. Regis left, Regis and Kelly, and I'm wondering to see who's going to be the new host. Maybe there's going to have a couple of people come on and off throughout the whole rest of the time the show's going to be on. I enjoy that show. I watch it whenever I wake up 9 o'clock in the morning and I have a day off from school or work. But it's sad to see Regis go, especially he's been on the air for so long. But time to move on and go on further on with your life. And Justin Bieber is found not to be this girl's baby daddy, and it's ridiculous for some people to actually believe that story. This girl came from out of nowhere, and now she's recanting everything that she said. And I hope he does sue her for I forget what that term is, when you I'll think of it. You know what I'm talking about. They always do on Judge Judy, defamation. Yeah, defamation of character. I hope he sues her for that just before a principle of the fact. And on to the American Music Awards. Nicki Minaj opened the show. To me, her performance could have been performed by anybody. Could put any girl in her place. It still would have been the same performance. Nothing really special besides for all the effects and stuff. And Nicki, if you're going to try to do Gaga and be able to work with what Gaga does. Don't try to do Gaga and not be able to walk in your shoes that you're wearing. She had a guy walk with her when she went to accept her award. She won 2 awards for the hip-hop category as Best Artist and Best Album. Good for her. And but I can't really listen to her acceptance speech where she's like, this is to the past, present, future female rappers, when she will constantly diss Lil Kim in every single song, or or mention some type of degrading thing about Lil Kim. Let's see. I saw Justin Bieber. His vocals were not there, more than cutting it. Bruno Mars won for Best Male Pop Vocal, or Best Male Pop. Adele won for Adult Contemporary Pop Album, and what else she won? Best Female Pop. Rihanna won for Best R&B Album. I don't understand that. She doesn't make R&B music at all. Usher won Best Male R&B. He lost. Chris Brown lost to him, and Beyonce won Best R&B Female. And I just still, again, for Rihanna, I don't get how she won that, since none of her music charts well on the R&B chart. She only has one R&B song. Whereas she has 11 number one regular songs. Performance of the night has to go hands down to Jeniifer Lopez. She got product placement in her performance with that Fiat. She was driving it, and I did say this in the comments somewhere, that I could see her being able to translate that performance, that music video, onto a live stage, and she literally did that with a car, with the chase scene, and the people picking her up, and the dance, and the choreography. She did an excellent job. She did sing live. There was a loud backing track, but you could hear her voice in there somewhere. And at the beginning, she was kind of shaky. She looked like she was about to start crying or whatever, but they ripped that thing off, the cape off, and ripped the dress off, and she performed Poppy. Then they ripped off that outfit, and she performed on the floor with Pitbull, who came out. And LMFAO did a much better job than Pitbull, comparing rap, hip-hop artists who are, dance, pop, music, singer, rappers, or whatever. They did much better than him, and they really brought the party out with having people jump on the stage with them. But I could really say this: their music, to me, could really be forgotten in the next 30 minutes. Really, could be. But they enjoy themselves. They had a guy with a big mask on. They ripped the pants off and had smiley faces, and they're like, "I'm sexy and I know," but the songs are so forgettable. Katy Perry performed, and she really made sure she was selling the sex with that big hole in the front. And again, I think she needs to take vocal lessons, because sounds like she was trying too hard and struggling when she was doing that song. But overall, good performance from her. But I wish she would have toned it down a bit. Just kept it simple, hair down or hair pulled back, the ponytail, simple dress, not the pink all over and pink guitar. But that's Katy Perry. And she won an award, or they honored her for having 5 #1 songs for one album to go #1, and she's possibly going to have a 6th one and be the only female artist to do that, and be the only artist that does get 6. Michael Jackson had 5 first, back in 1980, whenever Bad came out. And Chris Brown performed. Vocally, his first part of the song was, you could tell he was trying to sing to Rihanna, but his backing track and all that extra stuff was, really doing a job for him, not him himself. But then he did an excellent job of choreography. Nothing really too new from him. He was doing a very heavy, inspired Michael Jackson performance. Once again, I know he's a big Michael Jackson fan, but as we can see, Michael Jackson fans aren't fans of him. So I guess maybe he's trying to get Michael Jackson fans to like him. Honestly, people don't like him because he did not win any of his categories. And also, it's funny how he goes another rant on Twitter, and it's like, you need to have the biggest slice of humble pie, because you're lucky you're back here with a good career, with a top 10 song and a hit, and all these awards coming at you left and right. And even though you're not winning them, you're getting the nomination, you're getting the chance to perform your music, to have a larger audience to listen to it than what you had after the Rihanna beatdown. Mary J. Blige, she was whatever. All it seems like, ABC uses her as a token R&B artist, like it was mad random, but it was good look for her to have her be able to perform her music. And to me, the American Music Awards and the Billboard Music Awards are the same exact thing. Only difference is the light in the Billboard Music Awards and it's darker in the American Music Awards, the actual auditorium. Maroon 5 performed moves like Jagger with Christina Aguilera. She needs to get a new stylist. her boobs were popping out. I didn't care about that, but then her belly looked like she was pregnant. Christina, I'm a huge fan of yours since forever. I feel as though you need to lose some weight, really. You need to start doing some crunches or something if you're going to want to dress like that. And from what I know from her and know of her, she enjoys dressing really sexually and showing her body off. But when your body isn't looking too great, it's hard for her to, snap out of it and go, let me try to tone it down when she loves to tone it up. And with your heavier side, and you like to tone it up, it makes you look even bigger when you have the big hair and the makeup and the boobs and all that stuff hanging out. It doesn't look great. But they did a really good job. She sounded really good, and you could hear her improvement in her voice, and she's really able to easily hit those higher notes. It's good to see Daughtry, break out that American Idol shell, and, continue with the excellent career. He's having a better career losing American Idol, coming like 4th place in this season 5, I believe, than many of the winners are having in the past, 10 years of American Idol. And speaking of American Idol, Kelly, what's it called? Kelly Price, Kelly Rowland, Kelly Clarkson performed her song. To me, that's not a war show kind of performing song. It's more of like a stripped down MTV Unplugged performance, not let me go on stage and perform this, because it was kind of boring. I liked how she livened it up a little bit by having the photographers and stuff, but still really boring. And Jeniifer Lopez performed again with what's their face, Will I Am, and it was an alright performance. J-Lo was cute with a little side ponytail, but they lip sync the whole entire thing. The song, lyrically, the song is boring, but and it's bad, it's terrible, but the beat is really good, very good dance beat, makes you want to have fun. But Will I Am as a rapper in this particular song isn't cutting it. And Enrique Iglesias, I think he's a great singer, but live recently he has not been cutting it for me. And Ludacris came out, and Drake also performed. I hope there wasn't any beef backstage between the two of them. But Drake's performance was nothing really to call home to, because when he's supposed to sing, he doesn't sing at all. He yells out the singing parts, or he doesn't sing them at all. And so that gets me wondering, why do people say he's a great singer when he's not that great on the actual CD or the single or the song? And when you take it live, it's not even done at all. But that was the American Music Awards. Let me guys know what you think about the award show. And who's going to buy Rihanna's album, who's going to buy Mary J's album? It seems like it's a battle of the R&B divas, since Rihanna has the best R&B album last year. To me, Rihanna might have the top position on iTunes, but to me, Mary J. Blige's audience is not a iTunes carrier or care about iTunes. Rather, they go out and actually buy the physical copy. My mom will buy a physical copy of a Mary J. album before she will download it. So the downloads means nothing to me. It's all about the actual sales at the end of the day. And I think Mary might come out on top. And this is Russell, and subscribe to the top. Thumbs up the video. You can comment at the bottom. Who album you think is going to come number 1, Mary or Rihanna?